Welcome to another beautiful episode of Phenomenal Being. Yes, a program in which we talk to prominent people in the society. My name is Constance Chienda-Osiku. Stay right there. Inside of you is where it germinates, a book by Eleanor, Bisika, BANDA, our phenomenal being for today. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much, Connie.
All right, we are interested in the lady, Eleanor, Bisika, BANDA. Who is she?
All right, I think I must say that it's a privilege to be on this program. I really appreciate for having you having me on this program. I really appreciate. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And before I say anything else, I'd like to thank God, because God is my qualifier, He's my maximizer, He's the one who makes it happen for me. All right, He has been faithful in my life. So before I say anything else, I want to thank God.
Amen. Amen.
Right. So, yeah, the name, you're getting it right. My name is Eleanor Bisika BANDA. Some people call me Elena, others call me El. So you're free to call me whatever you want. I'm good. I'm comfortable.
All right. Okay.
Bisika is my maiden name. I must say that I have extremely supportive parents. My family is extremely supportive. Yeah, so Bisika is my maiden name. BANDA, I'm Mrs. BANDA. I'm married to Jonathan BANDA, a very supportive husband. He's been extremely supportive. You know, we'll be launching the book very shortly. He's been extremely supportive every step of the way. And if he's watching this program, I want him to know that I appreciate him. So I'm a mom. I have a 7-year-old son. You know, ever since I became a mother, I've looked at life differently. All right.
Okay.
He's my firstborn and my only child. I never got any parenting training, but every time he says, "Mommy, you're the best mom in the whole world," it just melts my heart, because God has been faithful teaching me how to be a mom. So yeah, I thank God.
Okay, all right. So Mrs. now, Mrs. Eleanor Bisika BANDA. Yes. Tell us about your education background.
My education background. Okay, let me say about myself. Okay, I'll talk about the education background, but let me give you also another synopsis of who I am. I am a writer, a freelance writer, writing on a personal interest kind of basis on diverse themes, both academic and inspirational. But this is the very, very first book that I've written, and I believe it's the genesis of the many other books that I'm here to write. About my academics, as you're asking about, I'm a proud Chancellor College alumni. I studied sociology. I majored in sociology at undergraduate level. You know, sociology is a discipline that offers a distinct perspective on the study of human behavior, groups, and society. You know, society is something that is very influential. You are who you are because of the society that you came from, that you were raised in. And I am also who I am because of the society that I was raised in. So society actually has the power to deem what is acceptable or not so acceptable behavior, what is right, what is wrong. So society is extremely influential, but I believe that us, as citizens of planet Earth, we have the responsibility to shape society in the right direction. We have the responsibility to shape and evolve society, because some of the things that society is teaching us or telling us is right are not necessarily supposed to be right things. I'll give you a very good example of the LGBTI agenda, all right? Some societies are telling its citizens, its people, that it's fine to be lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, saying that it's okay to be these things. But are these things supposedly supposed to be okay? No, the answer is no. So I believe that us, as citizens of planet Earth, we have the responsibility to shape society in the right direction, not as the government, not as civil society organizations, but us as individuals. All right, they always say that if you can't change the whole world, all right, I mean, if you can't feed the whole world, feed one person and you shall have made a very big difference. So similarly, if you can't influence the whole society's behavior, influence even one person, even a small group that you can influence, right? Even if you can influence one person, you shall have made a very big difference in the society. All right, so that's about sociology. That's what I studied at undergraduate level. I went on with my studies. I did my postgraduate I did an MBA marketing management and a professional postgraduate diploma in marketing. So I'm a marketer, I'm a lecturer and a consultant in the field of marketing, and I'm also a YALI, that's Young African Leaders Initiative, Southern Regional Leadership Center, Southern Africa alumni. Yeah, so that's that about my educational background. My secondary school education, I didn't mention about that. I went to St. Mary's Secondary School, so I'm a proud St. Mary's alumni.
All right, that is very, very beautiful.
Okay, but I didn't tell you about what I do. I'm proud to tell you that I'm a founder and and executive director of a company that I call Extreme Investments. So this is a company that has arms in fitness and wellness, in beauty and fashion, and healthy food catering. And we have also expanded to mentorships, supporting the social movement towards a culture that is hardworking, a culture that is resilient, a culture that is independent, and a culture that is healthy. And healthy, I'm talking about not only physical health, I'm also talking about mental health and social health. So we are supporting the social movement towards a culture that is independent, that is hardworking, that is resilient, and that is healthy. And we are also in the process of establishing a foundation whose mandate is to support needy children financially, materially, and with mentorship. So I think I've talked too much about myself. So let me just wrap it up. I think Eleanor Bisika BANDA is a writer, is a mentor, is a philanthropist, a businesswoman, a lecturer, a consultant, and a proud Malawian. So that's who I am.
Okay, all right. Thank you
so
very much. You talked about influencing a fellow human being.
Yes.
All right. So you wrote a book.
Yes.
Now we're talking about the book.
All right.
How is that in relation to the book that you just wrote?
So the book was written to stretch a lot of minds, to stretch a lot of goals, to stretch a lot of ambitions. It was written to encourage, it was written to motivate, it was written to inspire, it was written to position a lot of minds appropriately for success, for development, and for growth in their lives. So what I'm basically saying in the book is that it must come from inside of you. It must come from within you, all right? It must come from within your soul. It must come from within your spirit. If you want change, if you want growth, if you want to make a difference in your life, the onus is on you. You are the game changer. You are the one who's going to make the difference in the world. You are the one who's going to make it all happen, all right? But you must believe in yourself. You must believe in your capabilities. You must believe in your potential, right? Because God has deposited a lot of potential in you, all right? Too much is 100%. Maybe you've only used 10%, all right? So there's a 90% that you need to tap into, all right? If you just believe in yourself, if you just believe in your God-given capabilities. And I'm also saying that you should also be original, be unique, be you, be corny, all right? Don't try and imitate anybody else.
That's very true.
Be original, be yourself. Don't try and copy anyone else. Don't try and imitate anybody else because you are unique. Look at your fingerprint. You are the only one who has that fingerprint, okay? No one has ever had it before. No one will ever have it ever again because you are a very unique being. So don't try and compare yourself with other people. Don't try and imitate other people because that way you're only going to hurt yourself. So be yourself, be original, be who you are. Get affirmation within yourself. I'm the one who qualified you because God is the one who qualified you. God already stamped, accepted on you, right? God has given you a lot of potential, but you must believe it yourself. You must believe in the potential that God has blessed you with. All right?
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
okay, so I think there's a lot to talk.
All
I
right.
think people
Okay.
should buy
Now
the
we
book
are.
before
I'm still
I-
focusing on the book.
Yes.
This book. What's the content inside the book? You just talked about a little bit of the book, but
Yes.
the deep content of the book.
I think as I've already started talking, I'm saying that be original, believe in your God-given capabilities because you are unique, all right? Your capability is unique, you are unique. Don't compare yourself with other people, don't try and imitate other people, all right? Be yourself. Get affirmation within yourself and the one who qualified you, who is God, because God has already qualified you. God has already said that you can do it. You know, He has already stamped accepted on you. All right, don't try and get affirmation in the world because the world is going to disqualify you. The world is going to say that you're not, you don't deserve. The world is going to tell you that you're not educated enough. The world is going to tell you that you're not smart enough, that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve. But God has already said that you can do it. All right, God has already said that, you are educated enough. You can do it. He has given you the potential and the ability to do it if you just believe in yourself. So I'm saying that, be yourself, believe in the capability, the potential that God has put in you. Don't underestimate yourself, but see good things in yourself because God, has deposited a lot of good things in you. But you must see yourself, look at yourself from the eyes of God, all right? So see good things because God sees a giant in you. Start seeing a giant in yourself. So I think there's a lot that I'm saying in the book, but just a synopsis, just a snapshot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so this book, looking at you, you're just in the middle age there. So who is this book targeting? Because it's spiritual, it's a little bit of encouraging and all that. So who is this book targeting?
So a message of hope, a message of encouragement, a message that is designed to motivate and to inspire I would say that number one is supposed to be genderless. All right.
Okay.
Genderless meaning that, you know, whether
Both.
you're a man,
Female,
you are a
and male.
woman, it's very relevant to you. It's going to, you know, it's going to speak to you. You're going to relate to it. So it's genderless. Number two is colorless. All right.
Okay,
Colorless
yes.
means that whatever your skin color, this book is going to be extremely relevant to you. I was also going to say ageless, but if I am to say ageless, I think I will not be absolutely correct, because someone who has not fully grasped the concept of the self, this book is going to be age inappropriate for them. But from the age of definition to the young adults, the adults, all the way to the age of reflection, this book is going to be extremely relevant to them. The age of definition is a age where people are transitioning from childhood to adulthood. So this is almost like a teenage where, you know, they are faced with critical issues, you know, pressure coming from so many angles, academic, social pressure. You know, there's, you know, they have to make critical decisions about their lives. So many things are happening in their lives. This book is going to be extremely relevant to them because it's building in them a strong spirit. It's telling them to believe in themselves. It's giving them, you know, the spirit to be able to succumb peer pressure. So it's basically, you know, helping them make good judgment and make good decisions about themselves, and helping them transition to adulthood appropriately. And for the adults, is also extremely relevant because, you know, the adult life is extremely challenging. My age, I'm an adult, a mom, you know, extremely challenging. So many challenges from family, you know, parenting, you know, career, going up the corporate ladder, you know, with all its responsibilities. When you're an adult, you know, all the responsibilities are on you. People are looking up to you. You're everybody's lifeline. When everybody has a problem, they are calling
They'll
you.
get to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm saying that, you know, so many people are looking at you. So you have to find yourself first. All right, you have to define who you are first. You know, believe in yourself, believe in your God-given capabilities. Believe that you can do it, right? So I'm saying that you can do it. That multi-million-dollar business plan that you think you can't execute, I'm saying that you must believe that you can do it. Right? That senior job position, you can do it.
Okay.
So this book is extremely relevant to a very wide age bracket.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Remember, you're watching Phenomenal Being with Eleanor Bisika BANDA, the author of the book Inside You is Where It Germinates, and she says you can do it. We'll be right back. Like I said, the phenomenal being, and remember today our phenomenal being is Mrs. Eleanor Bisika BANDA. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Connie.
All right, we talked a lot then. We're still looking at the book because that is what makes you phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
Was it your dream when you were growing up? Did you thought of writing a book, or when you grew up, maybe something just came to you to say, I need to write a book?
All right, I'm going to say that much of the inspiration has been coming from my life experiences, my social and community experiences. There was a certain point in my life that I was almost swept away because I used to care so much about what people think about me. So I started looking at myself from the eyes of other people, right? So when people were looking at me as if, you know, nothing good can come out of me, you know, I'm useless, I'm worthless. That's how I was looking at myself. And I've never felt so useless, so worthless in my life. But then, amidst that dark period in my life, something amazing happened. Something spoke to me and told me and said that, you know what, Elle, you are beautiful. You know, you are good enough. You are smart enough. You are blessed. Good things are going to come out of you. And when that thing spoke to me, you know, it hit me. You know, it also said that God thinks you're worth it. That's why he sent his one and only son. He sent you his finest. He sent you his very best because he thinks that you are worth it. Now, why do you think you're worthless? And then it got to me, and I told myself to say, yes, wait a minute. I am worth it. I am good enough. I am blessed. When God was done creating me, he said, look, it is well. It is good.
Oh, yes.
I am God's masterpiece creation. So, you know, it was an amazing feeling that I felt that time. And I told myself that, you know, I think I'm going to be the most selfish person if I let this feeling die within myself.
Right.
And I have to share this feeling because I knew that I was representing so many other people who were feeling useless, who were feeling worthless, who were feeling that nothing good can come out of them. So I told myself that every opportunity that I'm going to get, you know, to encourage someone, to give hope to someone, to make someone feel validated, to make someone feel, you know, important, I'm going to jump on that opportunity. So whether it is through writing, whether it is through, you know, talking, whether it's through just greeting or smiling, because sometimes we think smiling, is a small thing, but smiling, you can make someone's day. So much of the inspiration, has been coming from my life experiences. After that time, it has always gratified me, to be the positive energy that, drives people's life forward, that encourages people, that inspires people. So yeah, I think much of the inspiration, came from that time. I told myself that I have to write. But, inspiration has also been coming from other angles, both other angles like my life experiences, as I've said already, but also other authors have inspired me, both local and international.
Maybe you can just mention two.
Okay, yeah, like the DDP,
Yes.
he's one of the influential writers that I look up to. He's actually written 17 books, one of which is adopted in the Botswana curriculum. So yeah, he's an influential. He was actually recognized by the Pan-African Writers Association. He's in the category of the likes of Chinua Achebe, Ngugi wa Thiong'o. So he's an influential writer. So I said that, a Malawian, it's possible. Oh yeah, it's possible. Then I'm also going to write. Good things can come out of Malawi. Right? Other writers also like Michelle Obama, the former First Lady of the United States of America. She has also inspired me. Being a woman, the things that are coming out of her, I was like, oh, so it's possible for a woman to do such things. Right? I'll give you, just a brief of what she said in her current book, Becoming. She said that, we usually like to ask kids, what are you going to become when you grow up? Yeah, it's a good question. It's a question that's filled with all the good intentions. But she said that it's actually the most useless question you can ever ask someone. Can you imagine it?
Because we still do that.
I was like, what? It's a very good question. But the way she was saying that, so when they do become that which they had always wanted to become, then what? Do they stop living? Do they stop dreaming? Should they stop having goals and having ambitions because they have reached that line? Should that be their finish line? The answer is no. That shouldn't be their finish line, all right? When they get to that line, they have to throw their finish line further ahead, and they have to keep on dreaming and keep on living because life continues. So when they extend their finish line, they run towards it, they have to run it even further ahead and run towards it. So in other words, you must keep on living and you must keep on dreaming. So I think much of the inspiration, my life experiences, other authors, the Bible has also been a very big influencer. It influences me every day. I can't even begin to imagine how long ago it was written. It was written a long time ago. But we have the privilege to read it today because somebody had to sit down and write. Right? Somebody had to sit down and write. So, I taught myself that, I will also write because writing is a very good way of transferring information from one generation to the next. So I don't just want to speak for this generation. I want to speak even for the next generation.
Yes.
So I believe that writing is a very good way of transferring information from one generation to the next. So that has been the inspiration. The other one, before I forget it, is the literature that I see around. All right? When you see the literature that is around, okay, if I am to ask you a question to say, if you are to go to a friend's house or to any random house and spend a weekend, right, and you want to read something, what literature are you going to find around, okay? So you're basically going to find magazines, you're going to find novels whose themes are around horror, thriller, science fiction, fantasy. They're talking about ghosts and wizards and vampires. They're saying, that witch was a good witch.
Yes.
That wizard was a good wizard. That vampire is a good one. So they are promoting an agenda that is, that I don't approve of, an agenda that is not pleasing before God. Because if they're promoting a witch to be good, then what are they teaching our children? So that also, drove me to write because I was like, where is the literature, the good literature that is supposed, to extend, a message that is pleasing before God? Where are the Christians? Why are they not writing, literature that is interesting, literature that people can, can enjoy and read, all right? Because if we don't want people to be reading horror and fantasy and science fiction and whatever, what are they going to be reading instead? We must write things that are pleasing before God, things that are going to motivate people, things that are going to inspire people, things that are going to position people appropriately for growth, for transformation, and to help them live triumphant lives that are pleasing before God.
All right, so someone watching us is interested in the book. Is the book already out there? How would one get it?
Yeah, so the book is already in the market. We are distributing using what we call a multi-channel distribution strategy. We are using intermediaries on one hand. We're also distributing directly on the other hand. So people can get it directly from me, from my sales team. We will be able to sell them. And they can also get it from bookshops, like Claim Bookshops. So Claim Bookshop has already stocked the book. Claim Bookshop is present across the country. It's present in Zuzu, in Lilongwe, in BANDA, and even in Zomba. So the book is in Claim Bookshop. People can get it from Claim Bookshop or directly from us. It's going for 4,500 kwacha only. Yeah, because like I said already, the target market is even teenagers, because we didn't want to make it expensive. So we also want even teenagers to be able to save from their allowances and be able to buy the book. So I'm also pleased to tell you that we are going to be launching the book in the next 8 days. That will be on the 29th of June. The launch will be held at Golden Peacock Hotel, Wushang Hall, from 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So you're all invited. We'll be honored to have you there. We want you to be there. Yeah, it'll be just a dinner celebration. So yeah.
All right, before we go, I have 2 more questions to ask you. If you're happy, if you say, I am happy, what really makes you happy?
What really makes me happy is the fact that I'm alive. It's the fact that, the blessings that I have in my life, I can't count them. When I see around me, I just see blessings. My family, my husband, my parents, my son, what I have, what I'm doing, I just see blessings all around me. So, I'm happy, I'm content. So being alive and be able to, enjoy God's blessings is what makes me happy.
Okay, all right. Finally, you talked about the life experience that made you sit down and think of writing this book.
Yes.
Someone else out there is watching, is experiencing maybe a situation like yours. You have a word of encouragement to someone out there. What would you say to them?
Number one, I would want to say to people that they must believe in themselves. Right, like I said already, God has deposited a lot of potential in them. They must believe it. Right, God has already stamped accepted on them. God, sees a giant in them. So what they should do is to see a giant in themselves. Right, they must see good things in themselves. So I'm encouraging people to believe in themselves, to believe in their God-given capabilities. And I'm also encouraging people to be original, to be themselves, all right? Not to imitate, other people, not to copy other people, not to try and please other people, not to copy other people, like I said already, but to be original, to be themselves, all right? So I'm saying that God created a unique you. That's why your fingerprint is extremely unique. So be yourself. Don't try and compare yourself with other people, because that way you're only going to hurt yourself. All right? Love yourself, understand your uniqueness. And I'm also saying that you must challenge yourselves, challenge your status quo. All right? Don't be content with your status quo. Don't be content with your current situation, right? But rather challenge it. Dream. Have dreams. Dream big. Your dreams, should actually startle you, should actually scare you. Because if you start having big dreams that are actually going to scare you and startle you, then you're going to realize that you need God in your life. So I want you to dream. I want the dreams that you have, I want you to overstretch them such that they should start scaring you, because that way you're going to realize that you need God in your life. And I'm also saying that, no, let me finish. I'm also saying that you should work hard, all right? Because this big dream that I'm talking about is also going to demand a proportionate amount of sacrifice from you. So you must work hard, all right? Work hard. The Bible says that, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the arms, and poverty is going to come your way. So you don't want to be poor, but you must work hard. Give it your sweat, give it your blood, and it's going to be well. And I'm also saying that you must keep your confidence, all right? Walk with your head high, believe in yourself. You must tell yourself that I can do it. Because you can do it, all right? Don't expect people to tell you that you can do it. You must tell yourself these things, all right? If you have nice people in your life that are telling you that you can do it, then count yourself lucky, but don't expect people to be telling you that you can do it. If they do, then that should just be an icing on the cake. But you must tell yourself, walk with your head high, be very confident, because God created a confident you, all right? And I'm also saying that, every morning you wake up, tell yourself that you're strong, you're powerful, and that you can do it, all right? You must tell yourself these things. And in life, you need a lot of patience, you need a lot of resilience, and you need a lot of endurance, all right? And love yourself, all right? Love yourself, be humble, don't be proud, don't be selfish, but, love yourself and be humble. So that's basically what I'm saying to everybody else. And I also want to give them a quote from Philippians 4, verse 8. It says that whatever is true, whatever is right, whatever is admirable, whatever is pure, whatever is praiseworthy, whatever is excellent, If anything is nice, think about those things. All right, that's what Philippians say. You can even extend to the list. You can say whatever is bright, whatever is beautiful, whatever is worth it. Think about those things. So be positive in life. Think about all the good things in life. Life is beautiful. God blessed us with a beautiful life. Yeah, so I think that's it.
All right, thank you very
me.
much. It was
so
really
much.
very good to have you in the
Thank
house.
you so much, Connie. I really appreciate you having me on your program.
All right, thank you
so
thank
much.
you. That was all we had in today's beautiful edition of Phenomenal Being. We were talking to Mrs. Eleanor Bisika BANDA, the author of the book Inside You is Where It Germinates. Why don't you grab your coffee now? My name is Constance Chendausiku. Goodbye until another beautiful episode of Phenomenal Being.
You called me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. Come on, sing it to her. And there I find in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. And I will call upon